We're trying to make sure the young people really hear what you're saying here. Talk about how important it is to have someone to believe in you. Can you talk a little bit about that just for young people?
Well, yeah, I would say first and foremost, you got to believe in yourself first. Anybody can say anything and, to try and help it, but you got to help yourself first. It's all about do you have a goal and what's your goal on how to make it there, and it's just all about keeping your life simple. If a lot of friends and talking and everything can distract you in many ways because you won't stay at the task. So it's all about having the right focus and always believing in yourself and because anything can happen. You could do whatever you want to if you stay focused.
I want to talk about this trap that I call it. It is a trap, and here's the scenario. There's a kid, good basketball player, probably in the 9th grade or so, and everybody is saying, "Man, you have great potential." And then all of a sudden, that kid is, they see themselves with the car, the house, the big contract, the shoes, all of that. Can you talk about the importance of keeping that label, "You have potential," in perspective?
Yeah, it's just all about keeping yourself level-headed and just having the right mindset. I'm always thinking about basketball. I know I make millions of dollars I'm just fine, but I'm also dedicated to the game of basketball and to make me a better player in person. And I just have that type of mindset. I don't really think about anything, no fame or trying to get fame or anything like that. I'm just trying to have the focus to be the best as I can.
Can you give us a glimpse of what it is, those things that you do? Because a lot of times, when we say, I know like when the MTV Cribs would come on, they would have the athletes on it, and a lot of times kids get the impression that comes automatic, and they don't really know the story behind the price that the athletes of your caliber have to pay. Give us a kind of a glimpse of really how hard you guys have to work.
Oh, you have to work hard, tremendously. I would say every professional athlete has been through crazy obstacles throughout their career and have, been through tough times. And, everybody has been through a mission at hand and they're just trying to find some way how to make it. And, that's why you might see guys have a lot of, the big time cars, expensive houses. And it's not really about that, but hey, when you finally make it, sometimes you want to live that lifestyle and you give yourself a chance at happiness you be able to provide for your friends and family and such like that. So it's always good, but it's always good to stay dedicated towards the end and have the right mindset to maybe after your career and also live in that same exact lifestyle.
Good. A few more questions here. I want to definitely ask you about the role that confidence plays. How is it that we talked about making sure you made a great point as far as first believing in yourself. What role does confidence play in a student athlete's success? Not just in sports, but even in other areas of their life. What does confidence fit in?
Confidence fits in a lot. It's just believing in yourself. You want to, like I said before, you want everybody else to, but it's all on you at the end of the day. Everybody's different, and it's always believing in yourself and what you want to be able to do.
Kind of a blanket one here. In your words, what do you think makes a champion?
What makes a champion? Just providing for others. Being a leader, helping others be better people and better players. I would say it's almost all of the above in a whole positive way.
A lot of times, again, we're talking to young people and they believe that if I'm the best player, that means the whole spotlight should be upon me. But really, as I'm hearing you're saying that really the best player is the player that really should be about making everybody else better, and in it for other people. So with that in mind, I wanted to ask, what advice would you give to young athletes, young student athletes? Of course, we recognize that they have to be students first, but what advice do you have for young student athletes?
I would just say just keeping your life simple and don't listen to everybody. A lot of people, talk about the game of basketball, all the time. And whether everybody's talking, it's time for each player to stay focused on school and basketball mostly. And you can always, associate with friends here and there, but it's all about making your life simple. And that's what I've learned, and it's always been the best trait is, just keeping your life simple and keep it, positive around the right people.
And now that's for the 1% of the kids that play basketball that's going to make a dime playing it. What advice do you have for the athlete now who's going to be a part of that 99% that they're never going to make any money playing? They love the sport, they love to play, but what advice do you have for that group that they're not going to be in the NBA or NFL or whatever?
Well, it's just tough, There's only 60 guys who are really getting drafted to the NBA out of all the millions of people that are trying to make it. And it's all about having a second plan. But, as long as you stay dedicated, you can almost make the most of what you want to do. And, NBA's not for everybody. And that's why there's only a couple guys that can make it each year. And it's for whatever you do is how you want to make it.
You wake up every day as an NBA basketball player, playing at a high level. What do you think about it? What do you think about that? Do you stop and pause and think about that ever? Of just that you are an NBA basketball player.
Oh, I think about that every day. I'm definitely blessed for to be an NBA and I always think about the many obstacles that I went through, with family and how they, prepared me to get me here, and even friends, but mostly family that really helped me really get here, and it's just a great feeling. I'm way out on the West Coast, so I think about them all the time, and it's great to be in a position where you always wanted to be at a young age. So you just can't beat that, and it's almost like a hand clap to my family.
No other questions for me, but is there anything else that you may want to leave the young people, the younger athletes that will see this with?
I would just say, guys, just to stay dedicated to only a few things, or maybe one thing. I dedicated myself to just one thing, and that was just basketball. I did pretty well in school, and it was just school and basketball and friends. It's just always keeping yourself simple, and don't go for the hoopla or whatever people say, because that just kind of brings you down if that's your trademark, just to listen to a lot of adversity from people who like to upbring you all the time. It's just all about you and how you want to make yourself be the best that you can be.
All right. He's Eric Gordon, a real champion, and we definitely appreciate you coming on
all right, thank you.
with us today. Thanks a lot.
All right, no problem.